Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to do a review of the new Jones Mercury snowboard binding. Yeah, that's right, Jones is doing bindings, but they're really just a repackaged now. I use these bindings with my K2 Thraxis on my 144 K2 Cool Bean at Arapahoe Basin. It was a slightly colder day, so the snow had that like chalk-like effect off the groomers, and the corduroy was super firm and fast. The one good thing was it wasn't windy, so I wasn't dying out there, because nobody wants to die in the Colorado wind. Let me tell you about that. Actually, no, I'll tell you about that in another video. Right out the box, you're gonna notice that the adjustability on this is pretty standard. You've got flip cams, and everything that you can flip up and twist just to unlock it. I will say that they were torqued really tight when I got them, because I got a brand new set that hadn't been set up. So I had to take a screwdriver just to loosen them up. Otherwise, everything else, pretty stock. You look at it, you know what to do. The heel strap is connected to the high back, so there are some limitations there with placement and whatnot. So if you're one of those guys that's like super nerdy and really needs to dial everything in, you might want to look at something else. Otherwise, you should know how to adjust these, because it's pretty straightforward. The straps are plush and they hold you down well. The heel strap is of that flipped variety, so depending which way you set it, you can either be more firm and aggressive for hard charging, or flip it and be a little more surfy and laid back with it. I will say that the toe strap was kind of a bitch to get centered on my boot, because it's more of a snub nose and not a pointy tipped boot. These straps just seem to fit better with a boot that comes more to a point right by the big toe than something that's just more well-rounded and even. That's kind of my only gripe with it. That's just how it was. So there's not much to say about the Ratchets. They do their job well. The high back is that right height where it doesn't cause heel bites, so they're not too high, not too low, just right where you need it. It's got a middle of the road flex, so if you want to get buttery, jibby, surfy, it works, but there's still just enough rebound in them that you can drive with it and not have to worry about pushing aggressively into it. It makes it a well-rounded all-mount binding. The overall flex of this binding is around middle of the road. It's a hair stiffer where it needs to be so you can charge with it. It's not going to be one of those slouch bindings where it just feels soggy and dead. The skate tech works. You're going to notice that power transmission from toe to heel in it. And if you need to stiffen it up, you can always swap out the bushings if you want to. This is one of those bindings where you can go from the peak to the park all in the same day with it. It's that middle of the road flex that really lets you drive it when you want to, or be surfy if you need to. It's a versatile binding if you haven't caught on, and that's what I really liked about it. It's not the dampest binding out there, so you will feel a little bit of chatter, some vibration, but it's also not like the deadest binding where you're not going to feel anything. It's that perfect blend that keeps you on your toes and keeps you charging harder. This is a binding I could ride every day. I love that about it. It was versatile enough that I could charge with it when I wanted to, or be more playful if I needed to. I did ride it with the hard bushings in there, just so be a little stiffer, a little more damp in there, but you can always swap those back out. I never really would hesitate to worry about taking this anywhere on the mountain. This binding is 100% for the all-mountain freestyle guy. Just that person that's going to do everything with it, spin off cat tracks, slash powder, go in the park, hit the pipe, jib a rail. This has been my review of the new Jones Mercury binding. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Are you riding these? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what's going on. Are you trying them out? Who knows? I don't. Anyways, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications, that way you're not missing any of these videos. And if you really want to support us, check out Angry Snowboarder VIP. It's the best way to support Kevin and I and all the content we create for you snowboarders of the internet. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.